Harvest the bone tendon bone graft, clean it, and size it down to match the diameter of the tunnels to ease its passage through the tunnels. Make a first hole by drilling through the middle of the bone block with a 1.5 mm drill bit. Next, drill a hole through the tendinous portion close to the bone tendon intersection. Turn the graft around and repeat both drilling instructions at the other end of the graft. Remove the pull-up BTB from the mount sheet and place it on the Grafts table. Wind the traction and flip sutures around the table and secure them with a clamp. Pass a needled suture loop through the bone block. Pass one end of the white braid sutures through the suture loop. Pull on the needle until the white braid passes through the bone block and thus through the graft. Pass the end of the white braided suture through the opposite temporary black loop and make a fold. The scrub nurse slowly pulls on the thread end of the temporary black loop while firmly holding the plate. During this operation, the surgeon holds the white braided suture and makes sure that the temporary black loop goes into the splice while counter-pulling slowly on the splice. Repeat the same instructions by passing the other white braided suture in the opposite direction through the hole located near the tendon bone block interface. Pass the end of the white braided suture through the opposite temporary black loop and make a fold. Once the temporary black loop enters the splice, pull harder while holding the rest of the construct until a click is heard, and make the braided suture exit the button plate in order to make the second splice. Adjust the size of the pull-up BTB loops. Install the graft on the Grafts and place it under slight manual tension. Tunnels. Pass all the threads of the implant through the relay suture. Use a relay suture to pull the graft and all the threads through the tibial and femoral tunnels until they traverse the femoral cortex. Lock the fixation in place on the femoral end. With the knee flexed, alternately pull on the white threads of the implant until they lock into place. Check that the construct is stable by pulling on the graft. Lock the fixation in place on the tibial end. With the knee flexed to 20 degrees, alternately pull on the white threads of the implant until they lock into place. Check under arthroscopy that the plate is properly positioned and repeat the operation if necessary. Final tensioning. Fully extend the knee. Apply femoral and tibial tension to the graft by pulling on the braid sutures. Eliminate the thread ends. Use the cutting pliers to cut off the white threads.